Hello and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, episode 69. My name is Meg and I will be your host. You're joining me on a cloudy but bright Rockville day. See if I can nope, even worse, try again. There we go. You're joining me on a bright Rockville day. It is Friday, May 18th. And I have a dentist appointment in like an hour and a half, so I am going to roll right along with everything. At this moment, there is a swapless swap that is available in my group. Good morning, Tristan. That is available in my group. If you would be interested in getting those minis, please check out all of the information over there. I'm not even going to try to sum it up, but if you've ever heard of a swapless swap, it's basically where you just pay in a fee, they send you all the yarn, and you don't have to send anything back. Very easy to do. Good morning. I am drinking coffee this morning out of my new Dogfish Head mug. Don't get blown out. There it is. Dogfish Head is our favorite kind of food brewery place in the area. We found it, one of the first weeks that we moved here and kind of fell in love and eat everything off the menu. It's amazing. All right, so the Swapless Swap is going on. In a little bit, I will be starting the Christmas in July knit along, which I'm very excited about. I did it last year, so this is, I guess, the second annual because I intend to keep going. I've already gotten a few people in touch with me that want to donate prizes for the Christmas in July knit along. I am thrilled to share your makes. Do feel free to get in touch with me if you should wish to do so. What else? Itchy head. And that will start on June 1st. I know, it says Christmas in July and I'm starting in June. Well, I'm getting everybody a head start. Also, I will be opening up all of my different Christmas colors. I'll bring them all back for those 2 months, and then it is capped until closer to the season. Ooh, one more thing. As I toss things. Good morning. I got one of my sample knits back. This is Night Bus and Coraline. It's a brioche bandana cowl, so gorgeous, which is Lavanya Patricella. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. See, I messed it up so many times that now I can literally not remember if her name is Patronella or Patricella. That's terrible. I need to look that up and commit it to memory. So thank you so much, Jen, for knitting this up. Her first one got lost in the mail, and she knit up an entirely other one for me. Good morning, Robert. An entirely other one for me and sent it back. My heart. Thank you so much. It always breaks my heart when the post loses things. But yeah, I love Night Bus. So good. And it's all knit up on, I think, two sparkle bases. So can almost see it up here. So good, so glorious. Thank you so much, Jen. I'm thrilled that it's here and it's safe and we don't have to worry about it getting lost in the post anymore. I should have a table over here. I should have like a table or a chair that could put the coffee over there so I didn't have to reach over here. Anyway, I am melting a little bit. I am wearing, or was wearing, the Andy Satterland Salal cardigan. It looks like this. And I knit it out of Dragonfly Fibers. I cannot remember. It's a cashmere base, and it's a beautiful green color that you would know on sight. And I just can't remember the name of it. I had tried to look it up on Ravelry. Nobody has put it up there, so I love it so much. I'm debating I am going to make another one. I'm debating making it in black to go with everything, blue, or my new Felix Felicis color, which I'll be showing in a minute. Yeah, cashmere's just too warm today. Can't do it. Whew. My hair's doing all kinds of Hermione Granger things. Sorry. Okay, so that was, that's everything right now. If you want to do a swap list swap, check out Ravelry. Christmas in July coming up soon. Start your engines. Oh, and my mini set, Anything Off the Trolley, will be released next Wednesday, May 23rd at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whatever time it is in like New York to Maryland, that's me. That's the time. All right. Yep, that's everything. So I have no FOs. I was very, very close, and I'll show you. I was very, very close to being done one. I have my Burrow socks, which I absolutely love. And yesterday, I had a really nice afternoon where I didn't have to specifically do things. So I was able to get some grading in, and then I was able to just sit and knit and catch up with Molly. And who else did I watch? Elizabeth from Salapalooza, and I watched Chelsea and Sue from Legacy Fiber Arts and Legacy Knits. So I was just, enjoying my afternoon. Oh, Hannah, I watched Hannah's from the Corner of Craft. So I got a couple in. The last time you saw these, I do not believe I had the heel in. No, maybe I did. Maybe I was 2 stripes past the heel. Would you say, was I about 2 stripes past the heel? Anyway, the little Ford Anglia, as I like to call it, from Molly Klein Design, is marking where the heel is on the other side. So that's half. And then I knew I had to get the other half. So knitting on it all afternoon yesterday, and, into the evening, I was able to get up to the cuffs. So here they are. So pretty. I adore this color palette. Ashley knocks it out of the park so many times. My little, come here. I haven't fully tied in my ends yet. There we go. I was like, what is that? Yeah, and I'm using Knit Picks Aurora Heather, I want to say. It's a really pretty dark green. I was in between brown, I was in between red, I looked at orange, and I went with green because there's a sage in here and I just thought it would really complement it and make it, I don't know, I just wanted homey, woodsy, burrow, green. So I went with green. That was not even one of the choices I was considering last week. Speaking of Burrow and Weasley's, my husband, who is amazing, I was having a day over the weekend, and so when we were in Target, we're looking around. He let me get a pop, or rather, he got me a pop. Really, oh my gosh, it's Ron and it's flying. I now have 2 flyers, Ginny and Ron, so I'm so excited. I just think they're so cute. I can't even. Look at him go. Oh, look at him, like, oh, the broom. They're really like leveling up their pop abilities. So I've got Fred and George, Ginny, Harry. Ginny and Harry are both in their Quidditch uniforms, so Ron's gonna go join them, but I wanted to show him off because it was just such a sweet thing for my husband to be like, this will cheer you up, and he was right, because I love them so much. So he's just gonna sit here with my coffee now. But yeah, so my Burrow socks are living in this bag right now, my little sheepy bag, and I have all of my memory pins on one side, or most of my memory pins on one side. This little guy, I swore I lost it in the mall. We were walking around, I had this bag on my arm, knitting on these socks, and I looked down when we were in the food court and it was gone. And I was like, I have no idea where it could even be. We walked the Westfield Montgomery Mall twice. So it's a big mall, really, really big mall. And I'm like, yeah, that's gone forever. That's gone forever. And I, lamented about it. And the fiberists were so sweet. They're like, oh, we'll make sure you get one. I'm like, thank you. I'm so sad because I had bought it and I was so proud of myself. And I had like this memory, and then it showed up in a different bag. I have no idea how it got there. No backing on it. Just showed up in the bag 3 days later. I don't know what knitting gods I have to thank, but I'm thrilled that it is now home. And my friend Robert has suggested that I just put a little bit of glue on the back, which I think I mentioned last week that I was thinking of doing, and he was like, yeah, go for it. I'm like, I think I will, because it would just break my heart to lose any of these memories. So Yeah, I think I'm gonna glue it on. Glue it on, because why not? All right, coming right along on the coffee. These. So, in Patrick Science bags, and my Nasty Woman pin from Oh So Geeky. Oh, good morning. I am working on some mint chip socks. So, oh, they find themselves a new home. That's adorable. So mint chip is a Felici colorway that was not, was it the last update or the update before? Kay is right. They are due for an update, and I'm calling it. The update is going to be very close to June. So people, we're in within 30 days of Felici. You heard it here first. I feel it because I couldn't sleep one night and went back through their Instagram and marked every time I saw a Felici come out, and it was November and June. So I'm gonna say within the next 30 to 35 days, there will be a Felici update. Start your engines. So anyway, and I'm using this little owl, which I kind of call like an eagle because it reminds me of the little eagle for the Eagles, the football team. I don't know, the colors just match up in my head. I like things to match certain things, so when I was working on the Eagles hat, this little guy was my companion. So this little eagle slash owl is sitting on the mint chip socks. I have done one full repeat since I last saw you. I finished about five more rows on the toes, and then I went right into the pattern, and I am right there at the mint again. I'm so excited. I think there's 2 stripes of blue. I didn't do a full repeat. I'm sorry, I lied. I didn't mean to. Yeah, I think I have to do the light blue, and then the dark blue will show, or dark teal will show up again. The teal parts are my favorite parts of these socks. Everything else is like gray, brown, tan, blue. So exciting. So yes, and I got these all worked on when my husband was running Spartan last Saturday. I brought these and they had nothing, and then we left and I had all this. It was very weird not running though. I will say that. Like being a spectator somewhere that I normally would have participated, very weird. Didn't like kind of just sitting there. That was weird. So, yeah. Not really sure if I'm into stadium running specifically, but I do enjoy doing the runs with my husband. So anyway, I got a ton done, which was awesome. But it was like I enjoyed what I was doing, but I was also a little bit torn. And I don't think I've ever had that with knitting. I've never sat there and been like, I might want to be doing something else. That was weird. But yeah, sucks. I got a lot done on them. I love the mint chip color. I had bought 3 skeins, so 1 for me and 2 for larger. Or later, technically. But yeah, science bag. Oh, by Stitching Plaza. This is Georgianne by Stitching Plaza. I adore the science bag. All man socks go in this bag for me. Just cause. Gotta wake up the voice. Haven't really talked this morning. Am I going too fast? Am I doing this okay? Ooh. Just ordered the science bag. Good. Because it's amazing and it goes with tons of things and I adore mine. 100%. Oh, I worked a little bit on these socks. This has been bag hopping, so at the moment it's in my Slipped Stitch Studio bag that I do enjoy because it has this nice little handle that sits this way. Most handles when sewn on are sewn on that way, right? Thank you, Robert. Most of them are sewn on this way, sideways. This one is sewn up and down, and I think it lends a little easier to sit on your wrist and your bag to stand straight up. Just a thought. Don't know why that just occurred to me, but I think that's why I like it. All right, with my bunch and a half of charms on it and very little work done. Oh, I moved all of them. All right, these were definitely smaller the last time you saw them. maybe here. So I only got an inch, but I'll catch up on them anyway. It is is it Mischief Managed or Marauders Map? Oh, Ashley, I'm gonna have to check that. Mischief Managed or Marauders Map. It's one of the two. I put my Mischief Managed on it, which makes me feel like the colorway is Mischief Managed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I also have my little Grimm teacup that Chelsea from Sucre Sucre did. Am I holding it right? Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's a little dog, and he's facing that way, and his two ears are sticking up. Yeah, Mischief Managed. Yeah. That's why I put that on. That has to deal with the Marauders Map, but it isn't. It's called Mischief Managed. And I thought this little egg just went with the spots. This came from my Dragons kit that I just did with Owls and Orchids. This is round 2 of the sets that she did for me, and I kept this little guy, and I put a little what does Hannah call it? Hardware. I put some hardware on it so that he could hang out, literally. So yeah, all of them are so close together because I intended to, knit another and move one up, and so I could see the daily progress. But yep, Mischief Managed by Nomadic Yarns. Absolutely love. Ashley does phenomenal work, and I am quite in love with many of her things. And my little souffle girl. Oh gosh, if I could do a photo shoot, I think I would want to recreate that one. Look how cute it is. I adore it. But yes, dropping things. Not like it was gonna get hurt. Okay, project number 2. Project number 3. I'm getting a jump start because I cannot participate in my own cal. I feel like it, why not? Also, let's go to the backstory. I originally started the Mischief Managed socks with a glittery Pepper Imps heel toe and cuff in mind. And I knit the toes. I started the sock. I had about 2 inches, and I think I did it on the podcast. I proclaimed that I was not happy with it and that I would be ripping that out. And I did. I then proceeded to cast on a brand new pair of Mischief Managed socks, which you have now seen, and with those toes, rather than ripping out the toes as well, I simply kept them. And then, so I worked on the mint chip all day, and then for dinner, I grabbed these, and 5 rows. I got 5 rows in, which wasn't anything, but it's a little snowman cupcake by Christy of Sugar Tots on Etsy. And I am working with the yarn jar. It looks like peppermint bark, but I'm not sure that was the colorway name. Little Magritte for you again. Seriously, I cracked myself up. Oh, love it. So, these very happy Christmas socks, obviously going to be mine because I am a selfish knitter. Just come to terms with it. And I have saved the toes. They are perfect with this. I am thrilled because who wants to rip out all of your work? Also, I have a, what would you call it? A scent, like a candle scent diffuser bottle that you would shake drops of things like this liquid. So I decided to shake the Christmas wreath scent into this bag, so when you open it, it's like a puff of Christmas. I know I'm really early on this, guys. I just wanted to get these toes attached to a ball so that it was less likely that I would just lose the toes. But yeah, and it doesn't hurt that they smell like Christmas trees. Who was talking about sniffing yarn? Nikki, no. Grace from the Catnip podcast. Wow, that was a weird accent. But yeah, The Smell of Christmas, also by Sugar Tots, is the bag. And if I can get a big old bag of this, if someone's gonna be carrying this print soon, let me know. Also, I saw the Gingerbread Houses one. Let me know, because this is my color. This minty greeny blue is my color, and I adore these little nutcrackers. I think they are so fun. My mother-in-law loves nutcrackers. And it smells like Christmas in this bag. I also have a little owls and orchids snowman. So cute. Boop. I love it. So I'm having a great time just enjoying this. Oh. Yeah, we sniff yarn. What can you do? Clearing the throat. Now, in my Lila Styles gorgeous Hermione bag that's all embroidered on and beautiful. Yeah, let's just take a second. Oh. Anyway, in here I have 4 skeins of yarn, which is a bit much for this bag plus project, but I'm making it work, and I have them here to show you. The first color that I started with, I bought, I know these words, Maryland Sheep and Wool. There we go. And this is Bumblebee Acres Farm yarn. The 3 broomsticks, you saw it when it was a skein. So 3 broomsticks. And with that 3 broomsticks, I had bought this one, We Will Await Your Owl. So it goes like that. Can I see it? Yeah, I can see it. Awesome. You will await your owl. Can I get up close? Yeah, there's all these gorgeous little speckles in there. This way. There we go. So you can see it. Yeah, there you go. Very accurate. There you go. Okay, cool. So I started with these 2 Bumblebee Acres, and then I dyed up Felix Felicis. Can I get the shadow? Yeah. Yep. So there he is. So pretty. And they go perfectly together. And if you think the way that I do, I feel like I'm sinking into this couch. Try again. If you think the way that I do, you immediately see Gryffindor. So that's what it immediately reminded me of. Plus I have in my Hermione bag now. And then I made up a new color to go with. I tried Hagrid, but Hagrid was just not dark enough. It needed something richer. So I dyed up Bellatrix. And it's dark. It's very dark. Kind of a royal plumish type of thing. Also goes excellently with my hair. I'm a weirdo. We know this. So these 2 are mine. But then those 2 are Bumblebee Acres Farm. I have to get that right. And I have been so beautifully gifted with the Namibia shawl. I haven't actually heard anyone say it out loud. I've only read it. So I'm not sure if we accent that I or if it's just Namibia. Maybe if I looked up what Namibia is it a place or a person?
Country in Africa.
Thank you. My husband tells me that it's a country in Africa. God, he's glorious. What else would I do without him? So I've started the Namibia shawl by Tammy Gore, and she gifted me this pattern Saturday before Mother's Day. And did I cast on right away? I might have. I like tiny little guy I got done the first time, and then I boom knocked out the rest of the 3 broomsticks. So this is how it knits up. Very pretty. It the red is super subtle. It looked, obviously it was like more together in the skein, so I thought it was going to be redder, but I'm very happy with it. I'm not like mad at all. It's funny how they look one way in the skein, they knit up a different way, which is not why it's nice to have swatches. And then this is Bellatrix. Oh, that'll be available at the trunk show. And Await Your Owl. Bellatrix, Await Your Owl. And then I was talking to Pat last night. I am planning out, where's my paperwork? There it is. I've been putting them into little slots, and then I put them into books so that I can keep them all safe. I made a giant copy of the front picture. So this is the shawl. And I I have done these two, and I've actually finished this, and I have started this one right here. And then this one I was also going to do with the white cream, but now I think I'm gonna put the gold because I want this section to be gold, and I feel like it would be a really big, like, if there's a little gold here and a little gold here and no gold here, that this would be like a shock of color that wouldn't make sense. So to balance it, I'm going to put one right here. Yeah. So that's my thought. The Namibia shawl by Tammy Gore, so gorgeous. I can't flip it over, it's a paid for pattern, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And I feel like I could do so many things with this. It only calls for 3 colors, and I'm working in 4, which is why I've physically written on my pattern of what I think I might do. Same way I did my Shu Sui Shrug. So next up, after I do Bellatrix, the full Bellatrix wedge is gonna go, yeah. And then it will go into a little bit of blending between these 3. So it'll like deepen and it'll pull them in, and then it'll be pops of white, and then like a big chunk of white, and then it'll go back to Bellatrix, and then it'll like fade again, and then it'll end with that. So I think I've balanced it well enough. I didn't want anything that didn't make sense. In hindsight, I might have done Bellatrix first, but I wasn't ripping out everything I had done. It'd taken me 2 days, 3 days. So it's working along really well. Right now, I'm gonna put this one at the bottom. Since I'm working with a bag that can only stack 2 across and 2 up and down at the moment with the size of my cakes, I have been moving the ones to the bottom that I don't need. Ooh, chai spice, so good, chai spice. So I have little chai spice to play with while I'm working on this shawl. If you like, I mean, I was looking at my Instagram last night just kind of as a collective, and I'm like, wow, if you didn't know the month, you would say it was September. Everything I have is like burgundy and gold and cream, and it's all just very fall colors. So good. All right, so I've been working, what am I gonna do? Okay, I've got this one now. And I think I can put a Wait Your Owl on the bottom and then just layer these 2 on top. So it looks something like that. And then I just kind of rotate them. It's working. It's a little bit small. So yeah, once again, I love the short rows. It's wrap and turn short rows, but it's very hidden in garter, so you don't have to like pick up things. Yeah. So pretty. And I like understand the pattern that I'm making, and this is the bottom, I believe. Yeah. So we'll see. I just think it'll be really wearable once I get to fall. When I don't get to fall, whenever. Oh, when I go see Cursed Child in January, like that kind of stuff. So I have Sugar Tots and Simply Serving charms. A little chocolate frog there. And Mauricia from Yarn's Crazy Obsessions. This is one of hers. It's a little sorting hat. There's the word, sorting hat. So cute. All right, so there we go. And this almost wheels me into the next one. I'll bring this up one more time in a second. In the meantime, if you couldn't tell from the picture that I posted, I have been working on my cozy memories again. The last time you saw it was like 2 Christmases ago, unless you count on the back of my chair. And this was 2016, right after we got married. I put in these 2, I put in this one, and then I stopped. Just stopped. And didn't pick it up at all last year. The whole Christmas passed, and now it's May. And I had a baggie a side that had all my Christmas minis in it, so I knew what ones I could go with next. So I have filled in a glittery green from Knit Picks. I've done the yarn jar, so this is what my socks will look like. So pretty. This is a memory one. This one, my little protege Alyssa and I both have socks in, so that's great memory. This was my Christmas cast on Christmas gift to her last year, but my Christmas in July work. And then this is my Pepper Imps sweater, that is my boxy sweater that's still sitting over there. And it's probably like 5-6 inches away from being done in the body. And then those short little sleeves, I don't know what is my problem. Right now I've just had a lot of socks on the brain before I had a lot of sweaters on the brain. So it'll rotate. Isn't that how things always happen? So I have this gorgeous red next to Conifer, which is a Knit Picks color. So yeah, I just wanted to share. I have now squared off my cozy memories and it looks like this. Ta-da! So excited. It's getting kind of big enough that I can put it this way on my lap. It's working. I've debated going another row over or 2 rows over. I'm gonna keep growing up first and then see if I want to turn and go over. But yeah, so I've been thrilled with that. Now, let me get some things. Ooh, crinkling. What could that be? Dun, dun, dun. No, I lost one. Alrighty. Nope. You go that way. Okay. This is going to be a glorious, glorious thing to try. Okay, so I am the diary behind Bad Wolf Girl Studios. Take a sip, Meg. Take a sip. Here we go. I am the diary behind Bad Wolf Girl Studios, and I have a trunk show coming up on June 9th at Fabioli Cellars. I'm very excited about. I'm working with the Fibrous. They invited me in, and it's called Public Knit-Toxication. And as a special treat for this trunk show, before it hits the shop, I have made shawl kits to go with my version of the Namibia shawl. Also, you could use it in anything, fades, anything, really. But personally, I like the idea of striping. So I haven't sealed the bags yet because I intend to label and do all these fun things. But this is the Bad Wolf Girl Studios version of the Gryffindor. So you've got your bright gold of like a golden snitch, got Pigwidgeon, you've got Bellatrix, and then you've got your House Pride. So I'm going to call these House Pride shawl sets. And it comes with 4 skeins of 462-ish yards per skein. Some are on sparkle, some are on rustic, some are on matte. The last 2? Yeah, last 2 are on matte. And this is, so, boom. This is one. But just because I'm a Gryffindor doesn't mean that I don't have deep love for all my other houses. So my mother-in-law is a Hufflepuff. And there we go. It looks better if I hold it that way. So I think this one's going to be released as Sirius Black. Possibly. I've got a golden rustic. This is a lighter version than the one that's in the Gryffindor, by the way. It's all yellow. The Gryffindor one has a bit more orange in it. And then this gorgeous skein of Hufflepuff. I adore it. So Hufflepuff set. All right. I am married to a Ravenclaw. So of course, this was his favorite set. Before I told him what it was. Hysterical. Peruvian Darkness Powder, Ravenclaw. I've got a nice medium blue, I haven't named it yet, and the Lost Diadem of Ravenclaw. I really like the Ravenclaw set. I feel like this would make a really beautiful shawl. And Peruvian Darkness powder just had to be on Sparkle. I'm sorry, because it sparkles in the movie, and it's I can't bring myself to diet on not Sparkle, except for the minis, which I didn't have Sparkle. So, just saying, I adore Peruvian Darkness powder. Makes me happy. Yeah. So Ravenclaw's an amazing set as well. And then, because I'm not prejudiced and I enjoy all houses, plus Chelsea, who is Sucre Sucre, is an amazing Slytherin. I've had some excellent friends that are Slytherin. So I hold Tifa. That puppy. Yeah, this one, Slytherin's pretty amazing and very wearable for all seasons, but especially festive. Wear a red dress with it, and that's right, your mom's a Slytherin. I knew that. So this is, I think, the official Sirius Black. It's just pure black. This one is silver, and it's got dark green speckles in it. This one is a black olivey emerald. And then this one I just love. It's a half and half, so you can see it. It's all kind of like, the way it twisted, you can see more gray than green, but I am going to sell them in my shop post June 9th. I only am making 2 of every house, I think, for the trunk show, unless someone messages me, says, I'm coming, I want one, save it for me, and then I can literally put your name on it. But I'm just bringing 2 of everything, 2 Gryffindor, 2 Ravenclaw, 2 Hufflepuff, 2 Slytherin, and just seeing what their reception is. But I adore them. So let's see if I can. So this was my Wednesday. There's 2 sets of everything dyed up. Oh. God, they'd make such a great blanket. I love it. But I was inspired by this shawl, so if you also wanted to do it, all you have to do is screenshot a photo of the shawl, print it out in black and white, and then color it in the order that you want to do it, and obviously buy the pattern because she's amazing and deserves it. So good. But mine is Bumblebee Acres, so I am credit where credit is due. Their yarn is phenomenal. Also go check them out. Their 3 broomsticks and Await Your Owl is just dreamy. I have one more. Oh, Molly Weasley's Magical Knits. Coffee is so good. And having a coffee warmer means I have hot coffee every time. All right, again, sinking into couch. I talked about my pop, so we did that. Yes. All right, moving right along. Put my phone somewhere, I'll find it later. I am going to the beach, and I have kind of promised a gift. So our friends have an adorable, how old is he now? Is he 1 yet? Little over 1. He's a little over 1. He's just so sweet. I made him Erwin the acorn, and this time his mom has picked out the pineapple. So coming soon, I pulled yarn from my stash to do the crochet. Once again, praying to St. Anthony or anybody of the like, because my bear crochet bag has just wandered off while I was gone in Philly. So hope that comes back. This is my second Shoo Sweet Shrug. I haven't gotten any more done than the last time I showed you. So this was where I was. And it's for me, but I believe I will be sharing it. Pat does a lot of runs, and then, you heat up, and then you get in the air conditioning, and you're freezing. I don't know if you've had that experience, but you get really, really, really cold. So he said that he would like something to throw over his shoulders when we're in the car, when we're traveling, when we're coming back from things. So out of I've got a big box in the corner right now, things that I brought home from bugger. The Yarn Club. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
I do without him? Have, yeah, love you. So he went shopping basically in this box, and he's like, I'm pulling these from the shop. I want them. So I messed up a skein of Polyjuice Potion, and I remade it and sent it out to the person. But this one was going in the box. He pulled it. So a one-of-a-kind Polyjuice. Mr. Darcy that I went over trying to match it to something else. And this highlighter over here is Lemon Drop, which is kind of phasing everything out. So he has chosen basically his run wrap. And I was trying to think of large pieces that could use a lot of yarn from 4 skeins. He's a big guy, not like big, but like, you know, wingspan and everything. He wants to be able to have a small blanket, basically, to have after runs and in the car and at night, or just throw on your lap or whatever. So these are the colors that he picked, which I thought was great. Yeah, pretty pleased with them. And then I pulled out my West Knits Best Knits book, and I bugged him to write little post-its if he saw a shawl that he liked or a wrap that he liked, and then why. So in the book, he would write down like what he liked about it. This is the Excuse Me one, the brioche, which looked really good. And he likes that 2-color, I won't say manly 2-color, but like darker 2-color, possibly greens and blacks, because he likes greens and blacks. So I've got these like little post-it notes in here now, which makes it feel even a little bit more lived in. But I think this one, I think this has been renamed as the Smooth Move. I think this one is going to be the one that I use for his blue with that bright pop, and then, excuse me, maybe a few in each. I'll do the Lemon Drop. Yeah, he likes the like variegation and then the stripes, and I do too. I do too. So I think this is one that I'm gonna work on. I've never, yeah, he uses 310. So the most yardage in one color is 310. So I will add up what the yardage is here and then see if I have enough. I think I might. Simple garter stitch shawl composed of 3 sections that grow with short rows and increases. Choose fingering weight yarns to knit stripes in each section, or create a mixture of solid and striped sections. So I can always choose to do some stripes and then just keep going with one color for a while. So this book has been a really, really good buy. It was $35 to buy it in store. It's autographed, which my mom bought it for me, and I was so excited. It was Thanksgiving 2 years ago now. Last Thanksgiving was not good. The Thanksgiving before, I went to Fiberspace, I got some yarn, I got this book, and then my mom gave it to me for Christmas, and it was wonderful. And I have knit the dotted rays out of this, and I love it. I really do think it was a good purchase. Excuse me. But I just found out that my book came with an ebook. So now I can get all of my patterns right offline and everything. So this one is basically his color palette as well. So I'm thinking once I finish, and now I'm like even more motivated to do this, because I was like, maybe I don't need another one, but I love my Shu Sui Shrug. I was wearing it last night. I was all curled up in like a blanket. It was amazing. So, okay, I'm gonna finish this at some point. There's not a massive rush, but instead of, I mean, I think I'm gonna do this one as the border, but if I don't, I'm gonna use my green of Acid Pop for the border, or my Zippleback. Yeah, and that's living in my Molly Klein Design Ursula bag. Massive, gotta love it. But yeah, so my Patrick fade. I think I'm gonna make a different shop section, and I'm going to start putting things under it, called like Pat's Picks or something, or like the hubby selection, or I don't know, just things that, and I find him very fashion forward, like not like crazy things, but like always well dressed. So if he picks the colors and puts them together, I'll put them in this section as well, so that if someone wants to look at stuff that for guys basically, or for someone who likes color palettes that are a little more muted, they're not really into a ton of brights or a ton of anything, that they would be able to choose stuff like this if you felt that was helpful. I mean, I think I would. But anyway, the pile is just growing. Don't you love? Hannah and I do like theme songs in between not talking. So I don't remember if I showed these off or not. This is my Felix Felicis colorway on a sport weight base, so it's only like 350 yards. And yeah, that's more, yeah. So this is going to be a cardigan, and it's gonna be gorgeous with my fantastic Beast dress I was wearing last week. There we go. And I love golds. I do. I really do. I just think they're fantastic. So I'm definitely going to be knitting this up into a sweater. I don't know if I want it to be a Salal or if I want it to be the Agatha cardigan. I'd have to check the yardage to see if I can do it. I have to, again, do some maths, knitting math, to figure out the sizing. And I actually had a thought of taking a crochet hook, chaining a certain amount, and then when I hit the width of my shoulder, like my shoulder back, counting that and then choosing the size that was closest to. So we'll see. We will see how that all works out. Or I might do a long tail cast on and see if I can like actually see how many stitches is per se. Anyway, that's a bit too much for now. But Felix Felicis, going to be working on it. Very excited. And it's on this squishy sport weight that I'm debating getting more of for the shop. I'm not sure if anyone else really enjoys like 80-20, but like really plump 80-20 base. I do. And I think that this would be a little less pilly, maybe a lot less pilly than my cashmere, which is such a soft fiber that it pills all the time, but it's too beautiful for me to care, and I will figure out how to glean it. I was attempting to glean something the other day, and I was like, nothing's happening. So maybe I had to use a one of the rougher stages of the gleaner. I was using the lightest one, and that might not be what it needed. So yes, learning how to glean. These are amazing. I took photos. I will be listing them in the shop as well. And then coming up in June is the Slug Club. This is also on that sport weight, just so you know. And that's the happy slug that comes with it. So cute. Look at that little guy. So happy. I love it. So Slug Club is just like a tonal gray. It's got these fantastic greens, blacks, and lime greens in there. And this happy little slug's gonna come with it. I love it so much. These will also be in limited amount. Some of the Christmas colorways will be coming with me in June. I'm thinking Slug Club, Yule Ball, and Dobby socks. So, yeah, if you get a chance. Hello! If you get a chance to. Also, in the shop, it'll be available on DK, because my friend Bryn was like, dude, I need a hat out of it, which is what I did with my first. Anyway, so there'll be some DK as well. And then, I did this one as kind of like a sibling to Slug Club, and I am not sure of the name of it yet. I was in between making this the official Devil's Snare, or like something to do with Slytherin, or Christmas at Grimmauld Place, or Gillyweed. I'm still very flippy floppy, so. Ooh, all right. Can do that. Ooh, Slytherin's monster. Ah, Tristan, I think you win. I really, really, really adore it. And I think it can be any time of the year, but if you paired it with red or maroon, you could make it a Christmas sock as well. So it's just very versatile. Oh, and like really cool. Anyway, let's make a good hat as well. I'm in love with it. Oh, Slytherin's monster. I like that. So I took photos of this as well. This will be coming up in June, I'd say. And then I'm still working on these socks. They're just hanging out with me here. Oh, and Forbidden Forest, which is showing up a lot lighter. Yeah, it's more accurate. Yeah. These are the dye ties. Ignore that. I think I want to get it a little bit darker. So this is like a work in progress, but this is Forbidden Forest 1.0, shall we say. And it's a really great Slytherin green. And it goes really great with said things. Just saying. Look at that. Ugh. Don't you love it when things just go together? You're like, yes. Did my cozy memories? Oh, I've been knitting my cozy memories out of my Knitter's Edge bag that my mom got me, but I got myself some new pins. Look at these little guys. Oh. So I don't know if I showed you this one. This one says Stitch and Witch, and it's all like creepy and white hands, and oh, I love it. And then this one says Reader's Gonna Read. This one I moved over the donut for the Sleepy Sheepy Society. And then little rocket ship with an astronaut. And then this guy's taking a spacewalk on Saturn. So cute. Little ukulele. Oh, I love them. But yeah, this one, Stitch and Witch. Just makes me happy to have it sitting next to me. So I have all that, and then so I covered up all my notes with that giant pile of yarn. Let's see if I can't sit on my foot so I can be a little tall. Oh, I'm wearing my classy squid fiber co shirt. That was something I was going to talk about. I love it. It's so fun. And my hair's falling out and it's doing crazy things today. So this week, this week. Let's talk about this week. Yeah, okay. So coming Wednesday is the minis. So anything off the trolley. Anything off the trolley is going to come with a sugared pepper imps, which is like a tamale, like a jalapeno type of shape, and it's all sugared for candy, and I'm so excited about it. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So that is Wednesday. It comes with those 6 sweeties. If you want to get a peek at the minis, they are on my Instagram page. If you ever want to check out what's been going on and up in my life or the shop, all the links are down below. So there's the Instagrams, there's the Ravelry, Etsy, all the good stuff down there. I will also be doing a post-trunk show, like fill of the shop, and I'll be doing a percentage code for anyone who can't make it to the actual event. I will have the minis. I have bought myself a grid wall. I've got myself the pokey sticks. Very legit. And then I am now just trying to figure out how I am going to get these guys. If I want to put like 2 pokey sticks and then sit them so you can see your house, you know, that kind of thing. So yes, all of that has been taking over my life, trying to count how much yarn I have in the house, how much yarn can I afford to buy before I actually am going to get paid for it, possibly not get paid if it isn't bought. How much do I need for the Square account? How do I do that? What's the best way to do that? And then, you know, what can I offer that isn't in the shop yet, that would be new, that would be genuine for someone to have, that would be just from this trunk show. So I made that highlighter bright skein, which I think I'm going to call drink of choice. and that will be available there. I have some of the Christmas colors that will be available there. I have some mini kits that will be available there, and now the Shawl Society type of things. Very excited about all of that. So that's been the weeks and the upcoming weeks and all of that. Just a lot. I talked about Pat doing Spartan. That was fun, and he did very well, very very well. And luckily, it wasn't rainy or anything, but it was brutally hot. Yeah, it was just so hot. So I mean, I was like torn about wanting to do it and being like miserable even in the shade because it was so hot. But yeah, nobody passed out that I saw. So. All right, Pat said someone passed out that he saw. Yeah, it was really hot. They talked about like hydrating and everything for like the week ahead because it was just so brutal. On Saturday night, ooh, lemon drop martini. That sounds delicious. On Saturday night, I decided that my nails were just too long and they were driving me nuts. So I took them off and I applied nail dip myself. So this is the first time I've ever done it, and I think it worked out pretty well. I trimmed my nails down significantly because I was trying to play ukulele and I was like click 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 click. It just sounded terrible. This is, got it. This is Sparkles & Co. Dip Powder, number 30. I bought it off of Amazon. It looks like that. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a powder that is sparkly that you dip your finger into. There are people that do tutorials very well. I am not going to do a tutorial, but the next time that I do it, I have a friend coming over in like June or July. Ooh, Frayed Fibers, send me that somewhere that I can read it again. It wasn't very difficult. Getting it off takes patience more than effort. It does dissolve under acetone. You just put a Q-tip on your nails and you just boop them up. I have like little silicone molds. I have clips that you can put on, or you can do it old school and just kind of boop it right in. Oh, the pattern on the wall, it's all about that brioche, and it's in my Shell Cottage and T-E-E colorways, which is the service dog that we raised. So it's like garter brioche garter. It's amazing. It's amazing. Thank you, Robert. So yeah, this is really fun to work with. I just you know, you wrap it up with a little bit of tinfoil and then you just wait, you know, do other things, watch a movie, read a book, etc. And then after a time, when you pull, the entire gel has dissolved and you can just pull it right off. If it's sticking, like you feel like it's not coming off yet, it's not done yet. I was impatient and just kept trying to take it off. And I worked with the Basics kit from Gelish Dip. Looks like this, and it's on Amazon. And these are the nails that I got. I would say after I got the nails off and I was ready to start, it took me 30 minutes to do both hands and clean up. It was extremely quick. They dry almost instantly. They are rock hard. I don't have no UV lamp, no UV light, no comes with warning of cancer type of thing with that. Also, my tan is fake. It's Sun Labs, so don't worry about me. Yeah, these are amazing. So I'll keep you updated. I was surprised at how nude the color was. I was anticipating a bit more of a pink, which is, this is fine. It's really, really pretty and it goes with everything. And yeah, if you need any more question, or you have any more questions, you can message me. But yeah, so this is just a Basics kit I'm sure you can get it on Amazon, but you can also probably get it in your local Sally's or any other beauty stores. I wanted to share that because it was the first time I had done it. I found it surprisingly easy. I was very pleased with the results, and my recommendation would be that I'm definitely doing it again. It wasn't too hard to take off the gel polish when I waited long enough. Ooh, that sounds like a nail wrap. That's amazing. Ah, I got it. Thank you. So, armed with new nails and a lot of knitting done over the weekend, I headed into Monday feeling great. And Tuesday, the Girls on the Run had their practice 5K. So I made them like pretend bibs that had like Girls on the Run 5K, and then they wrote their name on it, and it had like little running people. Oh, the shawl, it's all about that brioche. Brioche. Had to write it out. Brioche. So for the Girls on the Run, I am a coach, and we do practices twice a week. And these girls aren't like running enthusiasts, but they are there. You're welcome. They are there for the friendship. We only have 6 girls this year, and I think we're gonna get more next year because the second grade is like pumped about starting. So this is the coach shirt this year. Look at that. Coach. It's me. I've never been a coach of anything, so I'm just real jazzed about having it on my back. So excited. So we got these awesome t-shirts, but then Mara, who is kind of our leader, she's the pre-K teacher, and she like holds everything together because sometimes Victoria has to go, and like sometimes Becky had like play practice and I had play practice, so Mara was like the glue this year. And she is deserving of all a director is a coach. Valid. I was a dance director, so that counts. She brought us tank tops. Look how pretty it is. It's navy blue and it says Limitless, and it has a little gooder thing on it. I am gonna wear this forever because it's amazing, and it's like a really pretty material. I think she got it on the Gooder website, and I was wearing it the other day. This is an XL, and I would say that it's a little larger than a 38-inch. It's probably a 40-inch bust, if you're curious. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I wouldn't even want another size. It's a little bit big, and I like that. But my new Limitless tank, which I'm obsessed with. Oh, golly. Is that everything? I think it is. And I did it within the hour, so go me. Trying to think anything else I wanted to share. I have the kits coming out. I have the shawls coming up. I'm gonna take pictures of everything. That's really the thing that takes me the longest. Like, obviously dyeing the yarn takes a while, but like once it's dry, getting it from dry to the shop should take seconds if I could get all the photos in on like a nice day. Right now, this cloudy weather, I'm not sure is going to give me the right amount of light I would need. It looks good this way because I'm like literally sitting at the window, so it's a light box. But I'm not sure it would do enough to get to my table. So we shall see. In other news, did my nails, got some tank tops, did some running. Going home this weekend, so I have a dentist appointment and then we're leaving for Philly. And excuse me, I have to wrap up our mother's gifts because we're doing Mother's Day this weekend since we couldn't be home last weekend. And then emerald green yarn, I can't remember. And then we are going to be doing that whole exchange. We're going to spend Saturday at my house and Sunday at his house, and then come back and attack Monday. I think I am down to like 4 weeks. We're done the 13th, and today's the 18th. So we're under a month for school. Under a month. It's like 3.5 weeks or something. Very excited. to get to summer so I can devote more time to really organizing my piece of the shop. I want to get some of my QuickBooks started and all that kind of stuff. It'll just be a huge load off my plate, and then hopefully I will be able to get a jump start on lesson plans just when I have time, when I feel like it, type of thing. And I'm also looking forward to getting back into exercising and running and going to the gym more. Yeah, we do stay kind of late. June 13th. A lot of people are like, 7 days left. And I'm like, that must be nice. Though I think colleges are, I mean, I was always out pretty early for college, like May 30th or something. Yeah, a lot of people are done next Friday. Insane. Just a little bit jelly. Yeah, my end of year looks like keeping the kids entertained up until the week before we leave, and then like try to work cleaning into the day somewhere. Like, here, test these markers, see if they're dead. Throw out or put all the baby crayons that you can't color with anymore into this bag, and I'll melt them and do another thing. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I am going to well, mildly, yeah, I need to organize more things, like just so many more things that just would make life easier. We are in this apartment until at least September, I believe. So the wall's good, but I need spaces to put yarn that's dyed. And I think I'm gonna use one of the standing racks that I've just purchased. I might be able to move the trunk over this way and put the stand. No, that's where the ukuleles are. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe in front of the Ravenclaw. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But just things to do. Just things to do. In the meantime, I want to work more on my Namibia shawl. I want to work on finishing my burrow socks. Maybe knit a few more rows on each of my other pairs of socks, and I am hoping to do maybe 3 or 4 squares on my Cozy Memories. I haven't done it in a while. Kay's been doing Scrappy Sunday, and I think that's great. It's just a designated time to work on things, and I think that's awesome. Yeah, I think I'm out. I think I'm out. I think I got everything done, and in 67 minutes, that's not bad. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you'll be able to make it to the updates that are coming up and the trunk show that is coming up on June 9th. And there's just so many good collaborations that I've got going on. And thank you for taking some time out of your day to spend this time with me. I hope I wasn't too scatterbrained. Do get that way when I am just plowing through and I know I have a deadline to hit. So I'm gonna go have some breakfast, and I will see you next week. Bye!